Here's my question for you guys. So with UConn potentially winning it all with two bigs, does that change? Because we've talked about it all year, really for the last couple of years, that you can't go deep in the tournament with tradition, and they're not traditional bigs. I know they move better. Clingan, for his size, moves exceptionally well.
Yeah.
You know, Sanogo's not as much of a traditional big now as he was a year ago, but he's still, I mean, you're still talking about two bigs. Mm-hmm. Like, does that change, you think, how other coaches will look at it now?
Yes and no. And the reason I say that is because I think it works because they have the two of them, and you play completely differently with the two of them on the floor. Like, you're guarding ball screens differently with Adama Sanogo out there than you are with Donovan Clingan out there, right? You're running offense differently with Adama Sanogo out there than you are with Donovan Clingan. And I think part of the issue that you run into is, like, you can come in with this game plan. This is how we're going to beat this team. They're going to guard this ball screen. They're going to blitz it. We're going to hit the short roll. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And then they switch it up, and they bring in a guy. Like, Donovan Clingan is a carbon copy of Walker Kessler. Right, the guy that was defensive player of the year last year is going to be third in the rookie of the year right now in the rookie of the year ranking in the NBA. And then you bring him in, you play drop coverage. He's putting everything through the backboard, and you do that while you put in two other guys that are just pestering on the perimeter.
Today's episode is presented by Underdog Fantasy, the easiest place to play college basketball's pick'em, where you get real cash prizes simply by picking player stats in this weekend's games. In pick'em, all you do is pick whether a player will go higher or lower in Underdog's projected totals. That's points, rebounds, whatever. If you're like me and you think Marquise Noel is going to go absolutely nuts this weekend, pick higher on his points projection, throw in a couple of other picks, and if you hit them all, you can win 20 times your money on a single game. Underdog's slick mobile app is easy enough that dummies like Jeff Goodman have even figured it out. So go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app and use the code FIELD, FIELD, to get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Get in on the madness now.
You have to game plan for two different teams, essentially, because they play two different styles with those two guys out there, and all those other. It's a buzzsaw. I don't even know what to do with it. Like, I'm trying. Be truthful. I've been pretty mellow about just hyping this team up like crazy. I was worse last year.
Well, yeah, because it was kind of new last year, and this year, again, you were out of your mind early. Then in the middle of the year, you said how much they sucked when they lost 6 of 8, and you've been better.
I wasn't wrong, though.
You've been better since they've come back from that.
I wasn't wrong. Oh,
right. Yeah. I just want to know. Hey, the only question I have for Dauster is, will he get his own float in the parade?
I should. I should get a Top Dogs float. Right. I should get a Top Dogs float. You can't. If you plan on what your celebration is going to be, it's a jinx. It's a guaranteed jinx.
The worst part of Rob's whole celebration of this to me is that I would not have a problem if he was gloating, if he's running around excited about this. It's the fact that he's looking head down one more. Like, it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. House money.
House money. That's
House
right.
money is what John Fanta says.